Okay, let's try this one more fucking time. This is gonna be a video. It's an extension on my last fucking video. Basically on masculinism, on redefining the masculine and why this should be done. Now, I realize this might sound slightly stupid to some fucking people. I'm gonna try to rush this fucking video before YouTube fucks it up again. And, you know, disconnects like it's been doing. But the point is, this is a video on this is the second video on redefining masculine, but this is a video on why men have issues, and I'm going to name obvious fucking issues. This is one of several videos I do on men's rights activism. It's an issue I feel very passionately about, and this is it basically. And these are 5 issues. One is circumcision or male genital mutilation, and the differences between it and female genital mutilation. The other is abortion rights, and how men differs from women in this aspect, how men do not have a right to parental consent in the way that women do. The other one is alimony, and then one is the final is child support. In the first one, male genital mutilation. Well, female genital mutilation. Now, even people who are against male genital mutilation and say they should be banned like female genital mutilation, they never, I guess because they don't want to be seen as defending female genital mutilation in any way, and that's understandable. They seem to not, I don't know, misunderstand or just not want to recognize or speak on the fact that, or speak about the fact that female genital mutilation is not only a clitorectomy. There are several forms of male genital mutilation. One is the clitorectomy, one is the labia removal, and one is the hysterectomy, or the combination of labia and hysterectomy. The thing about this is, the clitorectomy is not really, if you look at, so there is circumcision, there is circumcision that is comparable, or can easily be compared, or to male circumcision. It is the natural duplicate, let's put it like that, and that is the removal simply of skin, okay, from the genital, or surrounding skin from the clitoris and from the mound, or within the mound, not just the clitorectomy. In fact, it's more akin to the word circumcision, which means to cut around. It's much more akin to the removal of labia than it is to the clitorectomy. But they've banned all circumcision, not just the clitorectomy, all forms of female circumcision. And that's fine, they should, with the exception perhaps of the pricking of the clitoral hood, which I would be reasonable, I think it's reasonable, and I would be open to allowing. Is this the same as bores if it's only a simple prick or whatnot? But the point is, also, how the hell would you legislate against that? You know, whatever. The point is, that all should be banned. They should ban all forms of mutilation of female genitals. But the problem is, they didn't ban bores. In fact, bore circumcision is somewhat prominent, still somewhat routine in the United States. Now, how the hell is that different? Because you're only removing skin. Remove the skin, then why is that banned, and yet female circumcision isn't? And we know that there is a reason for it, and the females later get this procedure done later in life, all the time, particularly upper class women. But they don't have it forced on them as fucking babies. And the thing is, you say, well, male genital mutilation that might prevent infection. Well, if the surrounding skin, the infection gets caught in, well, that's the same thing with yeast infection in women. If it would stop it from men, why wouldn't it stop it in women if you remove the skin? And if it can be proven that it did, and it said that it did, would women want that to happen? No, they would still be eminently against it, because they're eminently against anything being bad done to women. But men allow this shit to be done to boys. It's wrong, both should be gotten rid of. But if you're going to allow one, then you should allow the other. Because you cannot have this double fucking standard, because it's inconsistent, and it's unfair, and it's fucking stupid. You cannot. It is oppressive to men. I say don't have either, but you gotta at least have one, or you either don't have one, you gotta at least have one, or you don't have any. It's for the abortion issue. Women have 9 months. Well, they had 9 months at one time, and if you know anything about the development of a fetus, at 9 months it's basically murder. Well, they had it up till 9 months, and they currently have it up till 6 months, and they can still have it adopted afterwards. They can get the men up for child support. They can have birth control. They can have the men use a condom. They cannot have sex. They have the morning after pill. They have an array of options. All the men have is don't get her pregnant. Either don't have sex or wear a condom, and that's it. Now, that's not fucking fair. Now, how does the man have an abortion? It's very fucking simple. It's not through, obviously it's not through making her have an abortion, that's a violation of her rights. It's that he writes it down on paper, he doesn't want anything to do with the child, and he doesn't have to pay for it. Now when he also does that, he also, it's like a real abortion, he loses all rights to the child. So it's totally hers now, and that's it. So, and another good thing about this is it's going to, I think it would cut down population control, because if you have women out there, and they know they have to take care of their own child, and that they can't make the men do it, and trick the men into taking care of it, then they're less likely to have it. They're probably going to get an abortion. So that's another reason why it's good. But, this thing about population control, there's lots of good things about that. Third of all is alimony. Well, what is alimony? Well, alimony is a rich guy takes a woman, he has to pay her money when she leaves, because she got used to a certain standard of living, so he has to now take care of her, even though she's no longer with him. She can be living with another man and he has to pay for her. That's bullshit. But if you're going to allow it, you should at least allow if you're going to allow it, you should at least allow the woman who is rich and the man who is not so rich, she should have to pay for the man too, if the man has to pay for the woman in a similar situation. I don't think, once again, like this organization, I don't think either one should happen. But if one happens, both should happen. Child support, obviously this is pertaining to, I guess, we don't have financial abortion. So if we get to the point of child support and we don't have abortion, or that's not legalized or whatever, then I think men should have the right. It should be about half and half child support. Unless one of them is violent or something or abusive, then obviously whatever one that is, man or woman, should not be able to have the kid. But if that's not the case, either one should not be able to have the kid. But if that's not the case, then the men should get half child custody, the woman should get half child custody. The man should have to pay half child support, the woman should have to pay child support. And that's the way I see things, and that's a good ideal of how I think gender should be working. I think we should break down the gender roles and redefine what makes a real man and a real woman and do like that, and that should be the future. So, that's it, P666. P666.